Hey everyone, we're going to be learning how to multiply multi-digit whole numbers. We're going to start with a review of multiplying two-digit by two-digit whole numbers. I'm going to first start by writing 16 times 25 vertically, which means one on top of the other. So I'm writing 16 times 25. So I'm going to show us two ways to do this. We're going to expand. Ooh, I'm sorry, that's still blurry. It'll work itself out. But we're going to expand this number, but I'm also going to show you how to do it just using the regular standard algorithm. Choose one way to do it, but please make sure you're following along with the other way. We're going to expand 16 so that it's 10 plus 6. There we go. And then we're going to expand 25 so that it's 20 plus 5. All right, so we're multiplying starting with the ones place, no matter which method you choose to do. We're going to multiply 5 times 6. So I'm going to write that expression here, 5 times 6. And I'm going to write my answer, which is 30. 5 times 6 equals 30, underneath the original problem. Now we're going to multiply the ones place times the tens place. Remember, we always start with the ones place in our bottom number, or second factor. 5 times 10 is what I'm going to write under here. And I know 5 times 10 is 50. I'm going to write the answer here. So let's see if we started by multiplying everything by the 5 in 25, if we get the same answer that we have so far. 5 times 6 is 30. I'm going to put a 0 in the ones place, carry the 3. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. So that's 5 ones times 1 10 is 5 tens, plus 3 tens is 8 tens, or 80. Look at here. 50 plus 30, because we're going to be adding these later, is 80. And this is the 80 that we have here. I'm going to cross off the 3 that I carried over because I've already used it, and I don't want to use it again. Now we're going to multiply everything times the 20, because the 20 is represents the 2 in the tens place. 20 times 6. I'm going to write that down. Here we go. 20 times 6 we know is 120. I'm going to make sure I line up my place values. Notice my ones places are all lined up, my tens, and then I just got my first 100 here. Then I'm going to multiply, I just did 20 times 6, so I'm going to do 20 times 10, multiplying the tens place by the tens place. Here we go. And we know 20 times 10 is 200. Once again, I'm going to line up the place values. Let's see if we got the same answer here. So the 2 is in the tens place. So if I multiply 2 tens times 6 ones, that's going to be 12 tens, which is 120. I know that my 2 in 12 tens is going to go in the tens place. I'm going to put the 0 in the ones place, because if you think about it, you're always multiplying by the tens place. You're never going to get anything else except for a 0 in the ones place. We always, always, always have to put the 0 in the ones place. So 2 tens times 6 ones is going to be 12 tens. I'm going to put the 2 in the tens place, carry the 1. The reason we're putting the 1 over the tens place again is because if you think about it, we're now multiplying 2 tens times 1 10. That's 2 hundreds, because 10 times 10 is 100. So now this represents the hundreds place, and we carried over our 100. So 2 tens plus 1, I'm sorry, 2 tens times 1 10 is 2 hundreds, plus my 100 I carried over is 3 hundreds, making sure to line up the place values. If you look, we added 120 plus 200, that would be 320, which is exactly what we got here. Now that we've multiplied each of the factors, we're going to add them all up. I'm going to start with this one here. I'm going to add up my ones place. I'm seeing I'm getting 0. I'm going to add up my tens place. 3 tens plus 5 tens is 8 tens, plus 2 tens is 10 tens. I'm going to put my 0 in my tens place, carry my ones place, ones to the hundreds place. 2 hundreds plus 100 is 3 hundreds, plus the 100 I carried over is 4 hundreds. Let's see if it's here. 0 is ones. 8 tens plus 2 tens is 10 tens, carry my 1. 3 hundreds plus the 100 I carried over is 4 hundreds. So my answer is 400. If we were estimating to see if our answer is right, I might round this one up to 20. I might round this down, since I rounded this up, to 20 as well. Let's see. I know 2 times 2 is 4, and this is in the tens place, and this is in the tens place, so tens times tens is hundreds. So my answer is 400. Wow, the exact answer I got when I multiplied the numbers out. My answer is most likely right, or it's reasonable.